Good morning, viewers. This is Caesar with a Sunday update, and unfortunately it is a sad Sunday update. I woke up early this morning so I can work on my bike because last night while I was riding with some friends impromptu, I was speeding down a road, and as I was going down the road I thought I was in fifth gear or fourth gear, and I was revving up the throttle, and for some reason I pulled the clutch in while my hand was still throttling, and I over-revved a good amount. After I over-revved, I drove it for a little bit longer, and it started to tick, and it progressively got louder and louder and louder, and I had power loss, so I shut the bike off, put it on a bike path, hung out with some of the other riders for a little while. My friend Be Prolific was cool enough to push me with his Grom with my foot peg out all the way to a McDonald's, where I got picked up by Moto Mantooth in his truck and took me back to my house. The aftermath is this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart and see how bad it looks like under the valve cover. I still have the oil leak too, so might as well check into that while I'm at it and check some chain tension too. It's gonna be a busy day. So I'll try not to make the Sunday update video too long, but I want to make sure that I get everything taken care of. Otherwise, it's going to be the ruckus for me next week, which isn't bad because I love the ruckus. So I will see you in just a minute. Okay, first things first, I'm going to take all the plastics and all the stuff out of the way so I can get to the valve cover. So you've seen all this before, so this will just be a quick, tuneful disassemble of the Lifan. I'll see you in just a few seconds.
Shut up and sit down.
So far it looks okay. Here's the spark plug. Maybe it's running a little bit lean, but it's not full of oil or burnt particles or anything like that. So let's move down to the side of this. I'm ready to take the cover off and we'll get the reveal of the valves. Well, that'll explain it. Can you see that? The entire screw that twists this, that holds the valve adjustment in place, came off. Hold on, let me get a better look. Can you see that? I don't know if that's my mistake or if that's just what happens. Anyways, now I gotta find the screw that was there, because it's not there now, so it's somewhere in the motor. Okay, so I found everything. I found what the noise was, but I can't find that screw. I'm going to try to turn the crank a little bit. I don't see anything down there, so I'm going to try fishing with a magnet. Don't see anything. I'm not getting anything. I don't hear anything shifting around in there. Where in the world would it be? Guess I'll have to look for that for a little bit. I'm gonna try to figure a way to take off this valve cover all the way so I can fully inspect the inside. So let's see how that works. Oh my gosh. Okay, so guys, I was moving the lid around and my lucky self, the screw flew up, the bolt flew up into here, and me being an idiot wanting to get it on videotape has been frozen like this for the last, what, 2 minutes so I get the camera in place. I'm an idiot. If I lose this, it's because of my YouTube channel. But the bolt is right there, guys. It's right there. It didn't fall inside down in this deep crevice that I've been looking at, thinking that it got tore up or broke some other things. Please don't fall in there. I'm gonna fish it out with this way too big magnet. Oh, did you hear it? Well, that's not what I was looking for. What is this? Oh no. Okay. Let me figure out what this is, and I'll be right back. Alright, found it. It was all the way on the exhaust side, and I was able to fish it out with this old skinnier magnet versus my Giganta magnet. Now my only question is, what the heck is this sleeve? I think I have an idea of where it goes, but I'm gonna do some research really quick. I had to put a whole bunch of bolts back on because I was trying to tilt the motor down, and I'm worried now because now I took some bolts off and I have to put them back on, and obviously I have a history of bolts falling off, so it's time to find the Loctite and make sure that goes on. But this is very important to me right now, figuring out where this goes. Okay, currently I am sourcing the answer to the question of what is this? I put it out in the Clone Society, the Clone Army, Northwest Houston Mini Motos, and a couple other places to see what that is. I also drain the oil. You never know. Who knows? So I'll clean that out. And at the same time, I'm going to check the oil leak. It looks like it's coming from this sensor down here. I guess that's a crank position sensor. It looks like it's leaking underneath that. Anyways, I'm going to take that off too, since I drained the oil. And once I figure out what this is, because I don't want to put it back together, missing anything. So I'm going to head to the auto store. I'm going to go pick up some oil. I'm going to pick up something that will help me put this back on a little bit easier, and then we'll be good to go. So I will be back in just a minute from the auto store. All right, everybody, found some strangeness. This sensor right here, it's round. I don't know if you can see it, and it has a little thing that sticks out to bolt here, but then there's a bolt that was here, and there's no little flap to hold it down. It doesn't look like it ever came with one. So that's part of, I think, where I'm leaking from, because there's not an even pressure pulling down both sides on this piece. That's something that's strange that I'll have to figure out. But anyways, I wanted to point that out in case anyone else had a little bit of an oil drip eventually. I don't know what sensor that is. It has little gold contact points. It looks like something's spinning, and then there's a needle in the middle. So I don't know what it is. If anyone knows what it is, if someone could tell me in the comments below, I'd like to know. Anyways, I'm continuing to figure out what that sleeve is for, and finish up the the valve lash, and I will be right back. All right, everything's back together as far as the valve is concerned, and I was able to put that nut and set the valve lash all over again, but this time I used a 10mm open-ended wrench and tightened it decently tight. That little rod thing was an alignment pin for the valve cover, which is fine. now, and I'm just gonna put everything together at the bare minimum and then try to get it started to see if it sounds any better. Anyways, let me zip some more stuff back together and let's give it a test. Well, went ahead and put it back together enough to start it, and it still ticks pretty loud. I'm going to go ahead and message my Lifan dealer for work to drop off the bike and see if they can figure out what it is. We're past my technical level, considering I can't get the valve cover off to look inside of it some more. I think it'd be better that way since it's under warranty. I'll go ahead and message my dealer and let them know what I've found. We'll see what they can come up with. So it looks like it is going to be a ruckus week. I still have to figure out how to get the bike there because I don't own a truck, and then they're only open during business hours. Anyways, thank you for watching. Sorry about a horrible ending to this video, but it's not so horrible. I learned that carbureted vehicles don't have rev limiters or fuel cutoff or anything like that, so that's going to be an issue. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment below if you have any questions about what I've done today, and I will see you next time. Thank you.